Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach, I'm your therapist, and today is our upper body prehab session. Okay, so if that interests you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on anything. You can then take part in our weekly classes and daily classes. Okay, how is everybody doing? Use that lovely little comment section to let me know how your day's going, how your week is going, how you're feeling. Are you feeling rested after yesterday's recovery session? If so, I'm glad. It's great to hear that, okay? But yeah, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're getting on. And welcome. Welcome. Okay, so today is going to be literally all about the upper body. We are going to have our main focus on the shoulder, both kind of front and back. So working that kind of shoulder blade, really engaging it, kind of trying to work on various different types of movements that come with the shoulder, and kind of building strength from the inside out. Okay, a lot of us do the old typical press movements and so on, or press up movements, or chest press, or benching, and kind of rows and stuff. That we kind of neglect those kind of deeper supporting muscles of the rotator cuff. Okay, so today we are going to focus on those. We're going to try and engage them with a bit of pelvic stability, so our spine is nice and neutral. By neutral, I mean straight. And then kind of try and teach you to move from the inside out. Okay, so hope you're all okay. The things you're going to need today are one of these little mini bands. Okay. I say mini, it's quite long, but it's about a centimetre thick. If you have one of those, hopefully you do. If not, if you have really light weights, okay, and I'm talking anything from 1 to 5 kilogram weights, they're going to be brilliant, okay? That could be dumbbells, that can be kettlebells, it can be mini bands if you're kind of really stretched. It could even be household objects that you're using, okay? Don't be afraid to grab a few tins and use those to help you add resistance. You know, I know it may sound laughable, but these little things can help and do help. You know, so another thing that you're going to need for it is a bar. Okay, before I take out the whole house. There's a little bar like this. Now this bar is only a wooden bar. It's just painted and looks fancy. However, you can use a wooden dowel, okay? You can use a broom handle, you can use a mop handle, anything that is straight. Now, if you don't have one of those, what I do recommend is either using your band, just like you did before, or just grab a towel, wind it up, and then hold that nice and straight. Yes, it does have movement, and it's not as good as a stick or a bar. Yeah, it'll do for now, okay? But yeah, let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Grab yourself a drink before we get started. Make sure you have a yoga mat set up or some sort of mat set up so you've got a bit of space, a bit of movement, and then we're good to go, okay? Yeah, good morning. So when you're ready, what you're going to do, you're going to wind it back just like so. And there we are. Okay, so from there, what are you going to do? You are going to go in an all four position. You're going to take one hand, you're going to slide it under, drop it down. You're going to come all the way up. You're going to come all the way around, okay? So it's a sliding action before you're coming down. There we go. All the way around, similar to what we've done the other day. It's kind of a brilliant one for the spine, brilliant one for that upper body and that rotation. And a brilliant one for the fronts of the shoulders. Good. That's it. Nice and flowy. Okay. Don't want to do it too quick. You want to feel that opening up of your chest and your back muscles as you're coming through. Okay. Good, right, so swapping sides, same again. Big drive through, big rotation. Slowing it down at the end, so when you get to about here, you can really feel that rotation in the spine, right? That's what we kind of want to work on. Good, big reach. That's it. Deep as you can. When you drop that shoulder to the floor, try and get that arm, the wrist, the elbow, and shoulder down. And as you come up. That's it. Good, last one. Perfect. Well done. Okay, so from there, what you're going to do, you're going to come over into this box-like position again, okay, in this fetal position, okay, your hand is palm up, okay, you're going to tap, you're going to come all the way over, all the way around. From there, you're going to drop down your shoulder, and then you're going to scrape it all the way down to your bum, okay. So from the other angle, it'll look just like that, dropping the shoulder down. Can't see that either. From the other angle, it'll look like you're coming all the way over and all the way back to your bum. Okay, back here, all the way over and tap. So keep going. Look at that. Good. That's it. Big stretch, big open up. So last one, and then you're gonna swap sides, okay? Good, rolling over, swap the sides. Good. The goal is to keep that arm as straight as you can, all the way down, all the way back up. Good. Last one. Big rotation round. Good. Okay. So from there, what you're gonna do? Keeping this box position. Okay. Your back is nice and straight. Your thumb is out and it's pointing upwards like so. Okay. Your opposite knee is coming up off the floor. Okay. And it's staying there. Now, notice how I can go tall, right? But then notice how the curve here in my back is curved. Okay. What I want to do is drop it down a little bit and try my best to try and flatten that curve as much. Okay. So I want a straight leg. I don't want it raised up as tall as I can. Right. I want a straight leg so my spine can stay as straight as I can. What I'm going to do from there, right, is I'm going to bring my arms straight. I'm then going to draw up as much as I can and back down, okay? Back down, okay? Trying to pass my ear every single time, keeping that leg straight as you can. Good. Try and keep as stable as you possibly can. So do more. Last one. Good. From there, swapping over, keeping the spine nice and straight, lifting up, keeping that leg straight, hand out, pull up as tall as you can. And it's that last little bit, squeeze it past the ear that you're trying to really focus on. Keeping that neck nice and neutral. Last one. Good job. Swapping back. Set yourself up. Arm out straight. Big draw up. Really working that move. Good. Good job. Tall as you can, guys. Really work those shoulder blades. That upper trap. That arm. Keep driving. Last one. Good. Swapping sides. Good. Two more. Last one. Good job, well done. So shake it out, nice and loose. Grab yourself a little drink for now. Loosen up your arms. Okay, take your time. Have a little drink. When you're ready, okay, you're gonna drop your hips into your heels. Okay, so you're sitting like so. You're gonna get a nice little stretch up into your quads, potentially in the knee. Okay, if you want a little cushion, just like one of these, okay, if you want to, you can chuck a little cushion there just to support your knees. It's completely up to you, okay? You're gonna try and sink it down, get that stretch there, okay? Don't go up onto your knees unless it's too painful, okay? So from there, you're coming up, coming around, and back around, okay? Warming them up, nice and loose. Making sure you rotate at the top when it's nice and controlled. Try and have least amount of movement in your body. Good. Opposite direction. Good. Okay, so from there, come in, try and flatten your feet now. Okay, I'm getting a cramp. Try and flatten your feet. Hopefully you don't get cramp too. Okay, from there you're coming in and coming over and top. Just like that. That's it. Going all the way over. Get the most out of those shoulders. Good, last one. Perfect. Okay, so swapping sides. Okay, coming from up, rotating, back around. Okay, now you're trying to keep that spine as straight as you can. Slow it down. Okay. Sit, keep it up. Good, opposite direction. Try and keep your body as still as you can. Now, if you want to bring your elbow up, you'll be able to see how much you move when that elbow moves. And try and reduce the movement. Good, last one. Good, from there, come in, over. Good, 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Okay, so what you're going to do, what I want you to try and do, okay, is you're going to use a cushion for your head, right? So the joy's about being training at home. So if you can get a pillow or cushion or mat, okay, stick a mat underneath your head so when you lay down, it's relatively neutral like that. I've got massive shoulders, okay, just like that. So if you need to double up, okay, just so your spine is as neutral as you can be, okay, just like that, all right? So that way my spine is nice and neutral. My legs are coming up off the floor. I'm going to roll my hips slightly forward, okay? My hand now is slightly in front. I'm going to let you see my hand, okay, from that position. I'm going to hold on to the band, okay? I'm only holding on to one element of the band, okay? My knuckles are facing up towards the ceiling, and then that way I'm going to do this movement, okay? And they're going to face away from me, okay? So I've got my legs up, okay? I've got one element of the band. I'm holding on as hard as I can on the other. Okay, it's really important. And you're drawing up and pulling away, okay? Now, although the resistance isn't from here, I want you to go down to here. And then as you come up, I want you to slow and steady squeeze and come down, okay? So it's there, nice and steady squeeze, come down. Now, when I go past a straight line, I have no business in going all the way over here, okay? Right? Because as I do so, I'm going to rotate my body and it's going to affect me more. All I care about is coming out nice and straight. So my arm is directly above my shoulder, okay? Don't go past it, okay? Now you're trying your best to hold and stabilize this position so your back is nice and straight, your hips are nice and straight, your feet are off the floor, and you're holding that as you do it, okay? So, you ready? Nice and steady, going down, big drive up. And what you should feel is on that arm that's on the floor, this arm is also working. As it squeezes it down. Next, get it to the point where it's stiff, and drive back. Last one. Good. Okay, so instead of spinning around, stay there, relax. You're gonna have a 10-second rest, you're gonna go straight back in, all right? So it's gonna be long rounds, short rest, okay? You ready? Going to 2, legs back up, 1, and go. Big drive down. Good. Good, keep that arm as straight as you can. Last one. Good job, well done. Short rest. Whew. So you should start to feel it now. You should feel it on the outside of your shoulder on this arm, okay? Potentially your forearm. As you drive it down, you should feel it on this shoulder as well. And potentially on your arms, your thighs, as you're holding that position, okay? So it's kind of a really good all-rounder, but it's going to untap some of those shoulder muscles that you're potentially not tapping into or looking after, okay? So gently getting ready. Go in 3, 2, 1. Legs up, big drive. Good job. Good, 2 more. Big push. Try not to use that momentum. Good job, well done. Okay, so from there, set yourself up on the other side, okay? So make sure your cushions are set up. You want that head nice and level. And that body nice and even. Okay, so you're evenly on your hips, so your spine is straight. That's really, really important. Okay. You want that arm nice and straight to the shoulder. Okay. So from there, big drive up. Okay. Going 3, 2, 1, and go. All the way down to the hand. Back, feel the resistance. Big pull and squeeze down. Okay, so you're kind of trying to tear away with both arms. Good. Good job, well done. So you may also find that, like, literally right by here on your shoulder where it curves around towards the back, and potentially in the middle, right, it's already tired from the previous round when you did it on the other side, even though it hasn't been working. Just by keeping that arm down and driving into the floor, it's been working quite hard. So it's completely natural, right? So don't let it kind of phase you, but as you're doing it, try your best to focus on the technique. So you're not just kind of driving it out and swinging it up. Okay, take your time, feel it, then draw back, then control it and come down. Okay, you ready? Going 3, 2, 1. Legs up, big draw in, big drive back. Good. Good. Try to keep that body as still as you can. Okay, 2 more. Good job, shake it out. Ooh, nice and loose. So shoulders should be on fire right now, particularly the backs of the shoulders where you're driving out, and that's perfectly normal and that's perfectly fine, and that's what we're kind of aiming for, if you will. But let me know how you're getting on in the comment section if you have any kind of questions or want to know the purpose if it's not obvious to you. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to, okay? So, you ready? Go to 3, 2, 1. Arms up nice and tall. Big drive back. Big drive back. There we go. Good. Okay, almost there. Keep going. Last 2. Final 1. And relax. Good job. Well done. Shake it out. Grab yourself another little drink. Let me know how you're getting on in the comment section. Let me know how you're doing. It's really important. Okay, so you chuck the cushions to one side for a minute. Right. How are you so far? Okay, arms fully sore towards the backs of the heads right here. Okay, so those are your rear delts, and yeah, it is a right little burner. Now, you've got your teres major and minor that come underneath here, that come from there right the way up and attach pretty much just to the back by here in 2 various different spots. Now, they are in charge of drawing the shoulder back, okay, as well as some of the bigger muscles, okay, but they're the ones that get kind of hammered on a daily basis, right? Now, you think if you're sat here like that, typing away, if you're driving away, if your arms are reached out, if you haven't got the right bike fit and your elbows are in that position a lot, right? You're stretching out these 2 little muscles by here because they're like literally like 2 finger thickness, okay? You're talking small little elastic bands that get repeatedly hammered, you know, and the way to kind of look after those is 1, get them nice and strong, draw backwards, okay? So that scapular protraction, okay, and then do the movement, okay? So if you're pressing away, if you're pulling up, if you're pulling yourself up, okay, or pushing away, it's really good to get in the habit of drawing back first and then doing the movement, okay? So protract your shoulder blades, basically draw your shoulder blades into your rib cage and allow them to work effectively and efficiently, okay? So that is what this next one's going to be all about, okay? So it's moving this, okay, and it's a fairly simple one in the sense that you're going to draw down, okay, and draw up, okay. So let's draw down and draw up. Now notice how my arms aren't moving, my body's not moving, it's just my shoulder blades that allow me to drop either up or down, okay. Now, for some of you, this is going to be incredibly challenging for your wrists. It's going to be incredibly challenging for your abs, okay? And it's going to feel more of a harder workout from your core perspective than it is your shoulder blades, okay? And that's fine. It just means that one's stronger than the other, okay? You're always going to have that, all right? However, you're literally drawing from there back and back forward, all right? Okay? Now, just because you necessarily can't feel it up here doesn't mean it's not necessarily going to be working, because if you can physically feel and see the movement in your shoulders, then it's doing its job, okay? Right? So, from there, getting ready. Go to 2, 1, and go. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your abs, draw down with the shoulder blades, come up the shoulder blades, okay? Trick is to keep those hips as still as you can. So it's not your hips moving, it's up top. I guarantee you, if it hasn't already, it will get tougher. So 5 seconds. Good job, well done. Okay, so big deep breaths, relax, take the weight off your arms. If you feel like your wrists are sore, just roll your wrists around. If you feel like your shoulders are sore, roll your shoulders around. Just your abs. I'm sorry. 2, 1, straight as you can. Draw down, press up. Set deep as you can, as tall as you can. Keeping those hips still. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shaking it out. Whew. How are we doing, guys? We okay? Doing really good. All right, you got one more round like that. Where you should start to feel it now is because it's getting tighter. Should be more apparent in the backs of the arms, just behind the shoulder blades, maybe just underneath here as you're kind of doing it. Maybe it's in your arms, depending on, because although a lot of people don't know or think of it, is the long head of your bicep, the inside bicep, actually attaches and becomes the base layer of your shoulder blade. Okay, not your shoulder blade, your shoulder itself. Okay, so it comes up, and where the ligament attaches is actually the little kind of membrane that goes, so you have the bone that sits into it. It actually becomes part of that membrane. So you're shoulder pressing up here a lot, okay, or reaching forward like that, if you're in a tri-bar position, okay, it's actually those inside parts of your bicep that actually take a lot of hammering, especially through vibrations and stuff on the road or whatever, or depending on what you're doing. If you're an office worker, if you're leaning forward like this and typing a lot, sometimes if you get an inside shoulder pain and it feels along here, sometimes massaging your bicep actually helps alleviate that top part of your shoulder. And across your chest, you've got a little bone here called your acromion. It's a huge attachment site. It's kind of like a little claw where everything attaches to, right? So just be aware of that and ask questions. If you are struggling with something and you've got sorenesses or tightnesses or weaknesses, let me know and I'll see what I can do to help. Okay, so squeezing your bum, feet together, body in a position. Okay, draw down, draw up. Okay, just like so, keeping your hips as still as you can. Good, and relax. Well done. Ooh. Getting hot and bothered now. Okay, so let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you found that one. Okay, honest feedback. If you didn't feel anything, that's cool. Just means you're really strong in there. Some of you are going to feel some of the stretches that you typically always question yourself, am I doing it right? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? If you're emulating what is being shown, you're doing it right. If you can feel it, then it means you're activating the muscle there and working it as hard as you can. If you can't feel it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you haven't activated it. Then it means that as long as you're squeezing where you're squeezing, working where you're working, sometimes that activation takes a long time. For example, me, I got knocked off my bike, hurt my knee, this glute stopped firing. I stand a lot like that, okay? compressed the glute a lot, and didn't fire as well. So I'd feel like glute raises where you're drawing your hips up, squeezing your bum. I'd feel it on this side loads. I wouldn't feel it necessarily on that side. It took a long time for that to slowly happen. And it's one of those things that sometimes it just takes a long time, and naturally you'll regrow in your nerve endings and roots and so on. Now, slowly turn the camera down a little bit just to help you guys. And then there you go, okay? So, what you're gonna do, knuckles are gonna be nice and flat, okay? Head's gonna be flat. It's really important that you keep your head down. A lot of people lift up when they come up on this one, all right? You're gonna come up, tall as you can. You're gonna come here, then you're gonna go forward. Keeping it there as best as you can, as tall as you can. Now imagine you're scraping that ceiling as you're doing it, okay? You ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Feet together, knees off the floor, head down, chest down, spine nice and straight. Big draw back, just like so. So keep it up, keep it going. Two more. Good job, well done. Shake it out. Now, for some of you, it's going to be a tough one, okay? If you found you're trying to lift up your head off the floor, okay, it's because you're trying to use your lower back to help you gain that mobility. Now, if you can draw your head down, touch your chin down, keep your neck neutral, yes, it's going to be really hard to draw up and then back, okay? However, it's going to be really, really beneficial. Now, the hard part is, right, keeping it up there, drawing it back along here and back down. What some of you are going to be doing is starting here, coming up like a diagonal, and coming down like a spear, okay? Like a spear fishing. What you don't want is that spear fishing mentality or movement. What you want is a straight line. You want to be drawing up here, keeping across. I imagine that there's an imaginary ceiling here. So when my arm comes up, I've hit the ceiling and I'm scraping that ceiling as I squeeze back. I'm trying to get that W position there, and then I'm reaching forward so my arms stay dead still, okay? That's the goal. That's what you want to be aiming for, okay? So wrists forward so they're nice and strong, so you're like you're punching something like that, okay? Coming up, holding the bar, pulling, and then keeping that ceiling as you're drawing back, okay? So we've got 2 more rounds, okay? Almost there. Head down, knees off the floor, feet together, big draw back as best as you can, all right? So let's go. That's it. Keep it going, guys. Keep those knees up for floor, feet together. Head down, arms up. Keep working those shoulders. 2 more. Great job. Well done. Knock it down. Amazing. Well done. Big deep breaths. Okay. Doing awesome. We've got 1 more round. Keep it up. Keep it going. For some of you, it's going to be really challenging. Some of you, it's going to be more of a burn effect. Some of you are going to really struggle getting your arms up in the first place. Okay. All at different levels. All you have to do is focus on where you're at and giving it your best. Okay. If you can feel it, then that's all that matters. Right. If you're working really hard, that's all that matters. But this, if you have a lot of lower back issues, a lot of lower back pain, your shoulder blades and your shoulders naturally lean on your lower back for help. Okay, when they're struggling, that lower back ends up getting a load of work that it shouldn't have. Okay, you can work on this exercise, develop strength, mobility, flexibility in your shoulder joint. You'll stress your lower back less, have less lower back pain, potentially damage the skeleton less, okay, because you won't be loading it in an incorrect way. If you're a swimmer, you'll improve your performance because you'll be able to reach more and glide higher, okay, so you'll be more hydrodynamic. And if you get a lot of kind of shoulder pain in general, upper back pain, upper trap pain, lots of headaches, it's going to help ease all that stuff, okay? So it's a big one, this exercise, all right? So last time, then we're stretching, and then you can relax, and then you're done, all right? So head down, arms up, big drive back. Sit, let's go. Almost there. Last 2. Last 1. Good job, well done. Resting. Your bars down, coming up. Pushing up. Nice and proud. Try and draw away. Don't go into that habit. Push up as tall as you can. Really curve, lengthen those abs. Amazing effort, guys. Honestly, really good. Okay, coming up and back. Knees out nice and wide, sitting it down. Great job. Good. From there, sliding your right arm underneath. Deep as you can. Try and keep that elbow, shoulder, and hand on the floor. Big deep breath. So swap the sides. So from there,
Slide your hands back either side of you. You're going to put one out. You're going to look the other way by dropping the shoulder down. Should feel that in your chest. Opening up. Pop through the shoulder. So, perfect. Good. Swap sides. Good. Sliding back. Coming up nice and sort of spinning around onto your bum. Legs nice and straight. Arms coming around. Again, opening up that chest. And there we go. Shake it out. Have an amazing day, guys. Honestly, really, really good. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope it really benefited you and you kind of got where I was coming from. If at all you have any questions, okay, please ask, because I want you to understand the benefits of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to teach, and where we're trying to go with it. Each and every time we'll hopefully challenge you in different ways. We're going to be revisiting some kind of consistent stuff, just because consistently you need certain exercises in your life based on typical jobs and so on and so on, the things I kind of see as a practitioner, and that we all kind of struggle with in daily life, like posture for being one, drawing back and down is a huge one, since most of us sit like this. So it's key exercises that we're going to be revisiting that you've seen over weeks, but then I'm going to throw some new stuff in. Hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you liked it, and but yeah, let me know. Honestly, I'm never going to be offended by your feedback. I'm never going to be put off or kind of stop the video and go off crying, or just not do any of it anymore. What I kind of want to build is a honest, open community that we can all help each other and all help kind of each other grow as individuals, as people. And I'm gonna only ever learn from your guys' feedback. So if you have any and you'd like to see more of this or less of that and so on, let me know and I'll do my best to add it in and include your feedback into future sessions. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time, your company. Honestly, it blows my mind the fact that I can get people here every morning. It's really nice and really humbling. So thank you for giving me that pleasure and giving me that honor. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the sunshine. Hopefully it's sunny where you are. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, give the video a little thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends. Put it on your social media, and yeah, hit that subscribe button. Boop. Okay, have an amazing one. Well done, Jem. Thank you for your comments. Really appreciate it. Well done to everybody else. It's okay. I love you all equally. Okay, have an amazing day. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.